Clark Derbes. I'm a visual artist in residence at RL Photo Studio.
And I'm Rick Levinson. I'm a commercial photographer and owner of RL Photo Studio, which is home to the Root Gallery.
The images that, after a successful art hop show 2 years ago, we decided to host a monthly event called Creative Comp.
The images we're showing are of, or will be showing after this. This is Clark and I working on Creative Comp. Are works that have been exhibited over the last 20 shows we've had a Creative Comp.
For this event, we named the lobby of the studio the Root Gallery in reverence to a past art teacher and in support of fostering creative roots in our community.
The Root Gallery and RL Photo Studio are located at 27 Sears Lane in the South End Arts District, across the street, across Pine Street from Lake Champlain Chocolates.
Creative Comp is an open invite group art exhibit.
There are no rules or restrictions regarding size, media, genre. It's truly a venue for any and all creative pursuit.
Artists and creatives, or whatever you want to call them, pay $8 to submit a single creation.
The opening reception is free to the public and is open from 6 to 9 o'clock the first Friday of every month. And anyone at the reception, artist or viewer, is encouraged to cast a vote for their 3 favorite works in the show.
Around 8:30, we collect and tally the votes, and the winner, or at around 8-ish, and we chose that time so that people with parents, or people that are parents or kids, they can actually have their kids there and then whisk the kids off to bed after this thing's over. So the winners are announced at 8:30. Second and third place winners are often ties. They win glory, and the first place winner or winners win the compounded entry fees, and the winner takes all that money.
However, the competition aspect of the event is secondary to the exhibition itself. The competition does tend to get patrons to explore the work further. When you're given the right to vote, people spend a lot more time looking at the work and figuring out what speaks to them most.
The winner of the competition is essentially receiving a mini grant funded by their fellow creative folks to further their work.
I'll just take a moment to explain. She won 1 month. We have children to professional artists. She painted this when she was 5 years old, and we only post names next to the work, no ages or anything, and her work was voted from 40 other entries that month.
And I thought she was like a 30-year-old hipster guy or something. I was like, oh, this painting's ingenious. I was like, oh wait, a kid did it. So Creative Comp has truly become a community art event, an opportunity for professionals and closet creatives alike, children and all in between, to inspire and be inspired.
The exhibition each month continues to astound us and everybody that attends. For some, it's become their monthly motivator to be creative and produce something on a regular basis.
So please check it out on a first Friday to see what our creative community has to offer. To find us, go to therootgallery.com, or if you look in the call to artists in 7 days every week, there's a little blurb about it that kind of describes how to drop off the work and everything. Yeah, go for it.
And I just wanted to take a moment to thank Susan and Chris and all the sponsors of this great event, because 2 years ago, Clark and I both presented here our own work, and consciously or subconsciously, it has a great part of the foundation of what we're doing at Creative Comp, to share and appreciate without rules or expectations.
And so we've really had a tremendous variety, and we try to encourage people, I mean, a lot of people bring in paintings and sculptures and kind of traditional media, but a lot of, we've also had art installations. This was installed on a wall about 10 feet tall. And we just kind of picked some of our favorites to show here and to try to show the variety. This is a local artist. His name's Tony Shaw. And but the little girl that Rick was pointing out, she won like $300 and opened her first savings account. It's just like this like heartwarming story for both of us. We're like, yeah.
And she and her mother enter almost every month together. And that's another really amazing thing. We get multiple generations from one family. We get children hanging work next to some of the top artists in Vermont, if not New England.
Yeah, this week. And so we started 2 months ago. We finally got an intern to help us, and it's helped us like send emails out and kind of actually like do this thing. And since then, we decided to keep the show up for an entire month. So the space is open 9 to 5 every day. This is a blown glass Pyrex Glock that someone made that was life-size. It was pretty, to me, is one of the more incredible, however.
All done by hand.
However violent imagery, but aside, it's amazing. And, we're trying to like push people. This is an artist, Wiley Sophia Garcia.
His wife.
And so we're just trying to like push people to like think outside the box and like do installation work and kind of like use this place as a venue for just like unleashing their wildest like artistic demons or whatever you want to call it. And it's really been incredible. And this was one of my favorite pieces throughout the whole like 20 months. Two guys wrote an app for their iPhone to control the pneumatics that like make the car go up and down on the bottom of this car, and the app was their entry for this creative comp. And like that was going up against like the little girl with the painting and like
So please come.